The dessert topping slid across the floor like it owned the room. My celebration, my sweet treat. And her merry laughed. Consume it off the ground, she suggested. The entire table chuckled too. My quietness was louder than their noise. I did not move. I did not shout. I smiled internally, counting the seconds in my head. Every giggle, every scornful glance, every fork. Strike was fuel for what was approaching. I recall when we first met, a summer evening, street lamps flickering, her laughter spreading through the cafe as if we were the only ones there for hours. I truly believed I had discovered the individual who would understand me, complete me. I presented her my trust like delicate crystal, and she held it. Careful, gentle, faultless. Until she was not. The initial indicators were faint missed calls, excuses, unexplained absences. I attributed it to workload pressure. Then came the text messages late at night, the affection in her notes intended for someone else. I noticed the patterns. Minor falsehoods piled up like bricks, each heavier than the last. I did not explode, I observed. I waited. By the moment the cake struck the floor, I had already sketched the plan of her downfall in my thoughts. I remained seated through the laughter, letting it wash over me, tasting the deception as if it were bitter wine. I envisioned the actions precise, unavoidable. Every degradation she had delivered would rebound multiplied. She thought this was triumph. She did not perceive the silence. Silence is deadly. I commenced with the financial obligations, shared debts, she presumed. I would bear indefinitely. I recorded everything, every signature, every co-signed document, every clause she assumed she possessed. By early evening, I transmitted a simple response to her mother's message. The tranquility before the tempest. Removing my designation from every loan the next day, the strain escalated. By midnight, the phone became a combat zone. 100 missed calls. Text messages rang like artillery fire. She did not know it yet, but her realm of convenience was collapsing. The acquaintances who had applauded her malice were now scrambling for explanations. They could not provide. I remembered her boasting over companions, her arrogance, as she pictured me humiliated, defenseless. That evening, I became the one orchestrating the humiliation. She would awaken to legal declarations, rejected credit, empty assurances. The social structure she had relied on friends, relatives. Influence began to disintegrating. I confronted her at dinner a week later. Same location, same surface. She appeared triumphant. She did not know I had replaced the security devices, removed my financial holdings, exposed every falsehood, safeguarded every way out. I poured my drinking water slowly, deliberately, watching her hands spasm. The message alerts sounded. Silently in my pocket, another surge of calls. Another layer of panic, spreading through her connections. Do you enjoy surprises? I inquired, my voice smooth, composed. She blinked. The slight grin faltered. It was faint, imperceptible to anyone else, but I noticed it. The table fell silent. Even the light fixture seemed to hang lower. The mastery I had surrendered for many seasons returned to me in a single quiet breath. She attempted to dismiss it with a laugh. I did not permit it. One by one, I observed her recognize the depth of her isolation. The friends she had mocked, the family she had manipulated, the financial stability she had presumed. I had dismantled it all. Step by step, piece by piece, she fell into the void she had designed for me. Her gaze finally met mine, wide, raw. She mouthed something, a plea, a curse, a question. I left it unanswered. Some teachings are more profound when unspoken. I departed the dwelling that night lighter than air, not enraged, not vindictive, any longer satisfied. The deceit that once pulsated like a wound was gone, replaced by a calm, powerful strength. Silence had delivered what screaming never could. Every action I performed was accurate. Every reaction I restrained had been calculated. I had become the designer of justice, not disorder. The cake still on the floor, the laughter echoed no more, the calls disregarded my existence unconstrained. And in that quiet, vengeful accuracy, I smiled. Not because I achieved victory, but because I had mastered the skill of never surrendering command again.